Two alley songs for the vegetable man, St. Louis. I've never seen the vegetable man, but I know his litany and his bells as he negotiates the alley mornings when the sun's a bad idea coming up again. I've tried to sleep right through him, but I've heard his customers piling down fire escapes and waving their thick, thick hands. The woman up from Fayetteville whose robe is always undone. The fat man in love with bad cigars who beats his dog when his check runs thin and none of his numbers come up right. Dozens of my neighbors abandoning their beds and filling the alley with vegetable frenzy. They go down to marvel at the resiliency of lettuce, the humility of corn, the artichoke's high-mindedness. They can't see or hear me rooting around in my own dark garden of sleep. They're busy being lifted on the green wing of his song. It might be all right, his song and dance, if this were storybook Europe years ago, and I was staying with some kind family hiding me from the town constabulary. Maybe then I could take some comfort in his singing, could thank him underneath my breath for another day's auspicious sign. But there's always a price on local color this late in the century's season, where there's never enough sleep to undo the day before, and the cartoon dog who guards our sleep spins around and around on his leash. Here comes another day of fragile commerce in the world. We want infinite wisdom, and somebody sells us potatoes. Unbelievably, out of love, we settle for tumescence. I dream about tipping over his cart. I'm setting it on fire, and I'm laughing while his produce rolls away free. He'll never know it could be worse, how every time I wake up colorless and hungry at noon, the day already picked over for the brightest plums, I think, maybe tomorrow I'll leave my long bed and yell down for a pound or a sack of what everyone else is having. And he might turn his blank face up and wonder where the hell I've been all his life. For me, he's been saving the frivolous turnips, the cantaloupe's orange melancholy, the ineffable sadness in the onion's heart that's mine, all mine, for a song. Here's to courage when the alley runs out and the vegetable man sings his long way home. That his children eat everything that threatens to go bad and they grow wiser. That the knife of his honest living steels itself in its sheath by his bed. That for him it continues to be this simple, paring things down to their essential gist, stalk and seed, pulp and core. It's a faith that could sustain us too, if only we could see it steaming from the soup, leaking from the colander, shining round and hard in bowls on tables we all set, hoping. It's the charm we need to string around our necks when the alley cuts its teeth after dark, when the fat man and his dog are talking the common language of scream, and a woman is naked crying in her window while the wrong song comes out of the radio, and someone we don't know is running, looking over his shoulder as far as he can back into his life, and seeing it all in this one reflexive moment, this last dispatch from the heart going out. We need the man with his vegetable song, who's already dressing himself in the dark, to make it back another day and wake us with the only love he knows, so we can say over and over and mean it, like the edge of his knife means it's sure business, like his own children mean each morning they're alive. There's nothing in another night the color of bruise, if it comes tonight, can harm us.